Aries, and welcome to your July forecast. And it is time for love. Are you ready for it? Listen, just the short and the skinny of it all. We got Venus, we got Mars cruising together now in the fifth house for love and romance. If you're in a relationship, that will be absolutely perfect. If you're single, hey, this might just be the month that you can meet somebody new and very charismatic. And let me tell you though, playful too. And why is that? Well, both Venus and Mars are cruising through the sign of Leo, and you know how Leo loves to play, right? And you're going to be that much extra charming, outgoing, and whatnot in that typical Leo way. And this really matches up at a beautiful trine to your sun sign being Aries. This is in Leo. It's a sister sign, so it really animates you even more so. And I love it because both these planets are moving direct, whereas a lot of the planets now are starting to retrograde, slow down certain things in your life, like Jupiter and Neptune. They're retrograde in your 12th house. That's everything that's working now more on the subconscious mind and your inner creativity and so forth. So it's a time for healing, recharging your batteries with these two planets in this area. So you want to focus basically fifth house energies, which is all about playtime. It's what you love to do in your leisure time, right? So you might find that your creativity is really, really up and running and strong too at this point, which the fifth house does donate. But listen, it's also the area of children. You might find yourself being able to spend more time with your children. It is summer, and a lot of you do have children, maybe living out of town, maybe out of state and so forth. So this could be a great time for reunions, catching up, and so forth. But creativity is a biggie. And allow yourself to do some of that right now, as Pluto transiting your 10th house for career also is retrograde. Meaning, right now, pretty much you're on a roll, okay? It's more like it's cruising. You don't really have to focus and push that hard as you do when Pluto is direct, because then we're making that forward motion. The retrograde is good though, because what that could also indicate is perhaps situations from the past. It could be offers from the past might come back up to the surface right now. Opportunities that you might have felt was lost coming back into the picture, right? So in that sense, you want to keep an eye out for that. We love, love, love retrogrades for bringing past opportunities back into the now. Saturn is retrograding to Aries in the area of not just hopes and dreams, which it is, but also circles of friends, okay, your peers, you know, your tribe and so forth. And Saturn is the lessons that we're learning. So yes, some of you are looking at that you might be, I won't say weeding out, but really looking at the essence and the quality of your relationships. If they're good, they're solid. Saturn will just create even more solidity on those. But for those where you've been feeling, have just been leaning or taking your energy, well, maybe karmically right now, you might find that there is a reason to kind of let go of it. The new moon this month is in the 4th house of your chart. That's home, it's family, and it's right there where the sun is cruising this month. So the sun is you. Your focus right now is on the home. What can I do now to beautify it? What can I do to ensure that your focus is really on the foundation of your life? Now that brings in parents. For those of you still having your parents around, of course, you might be spending more time with them or kind of being of help and assistance. This new moon will definitely spark things here where you could see that maybe some investments or extra time spent on your home. That new moon will be July 10th. On the 24th, we have the full moon 1 degree in Aquarius. That falls in your 11th house, and it's right up there with Saturn. Okay, so this could be a biggie. Pay attention to the full moon this month and how it is going to be bringing in situations, maybe karmically so, with you and your circle of friends. All right. And that full moon being in Aquarius, Aquarius is always very future oriented, right? It's where we're heading, what we want. It's always thinking ahead. But Saturn is more so kind of like liking to think in the past, right? So this full moon could bring up situations that were unsettled, right? It's all those loose ends that sometimes we do have, which this full moon can bring to the surface so that we can get closure on certain areas. But it could also help you illuminate the area of your potential, your goals, your long-term goals. Now, I feel from what I'm seeing here, Aries, that there might have been something you've been working towards, okay? Not necessarily in your career, but it could be something else as well. This full moon can illuminate and bring back that to you. Why? Because of the retrograde of Saturn. And in that case, it should hold a lot of good value for you. You want to take it seriously because Saturn is always very, very serious-minded. Whatever he does, he likes to know he's on top of it. But yes, it's a time to really look at what you can have closure on. That's mostly important so that we can move forward in our life. Mercury, communication this month is really good because it's cruising through your third house, upon which it rules. This makes Mercury even stronger. And being in the sign of Gemini, hey, that's a triple whammy right there because it rules Gemini, it rules the third house, plus it is Mercury in and of itself, right? So your communication skills can mean everything. This month, it's how you project your communications, what you're communicating. If you have any presentations going on here at Aries, this would be a great time, great month to get all those points and scores across to whomever is listening. So we're really loving that. This is definitely a month where it's all about love, romance, creativity. You know, you want to shoot it to the moon, right? And make absolutely the most of it. So this is the short and the skinny, but the biggest day for love and romance here this month, and maybe in the entire year, is when Venus and Mars connect, okay? They're conjunct. That is July 13th, okay? That's when they're exact in this fifth house area. And you know what? Go make the best out of it, Aries. Have a wonderful one. I'll see you next month, okay? Bye now.